Welcome to GameScoop, everybody. I'm your host, Damon Hatfield. I'm joined today by Greg Miller.
Hi.
Marty Sleva.
Hello.
Ryan McCaffrey.
Top of the morning.
We're talking about the Xbox One launch lineup. Have we played all of the launch games now?
In theory, in one capacity or another.
At least, yeah.
I've looked at them all.
All of us put together.
Yeah.
all the first party and most of the third party games at this point, I think.
We haven't seen Assassin's Creed on Xbox One yet.
That's
Yeah,
true.
so there was that event recently here in San Francisco where they had all the launch games. That one was conspicuously absent, I thought.
Well, that was a mostly, almost entirely first party event.
Well, they had Battlefield. They had
Call of Duty had its
Call of Duty.
own floor.
Yeah.
Peggle.
That's because it's sort of that's an exclusive. Peggle's an exclusive,
Okay.
and then Call of Duty's special case.
It gets its own floor.
Battlefield. Yeah, I don't know. You got me there. You got me.
Scooped them.
Get the hell out of here, Ryan.
Not a lot of third party games
sure.
at this event.
Yeah.
Well, how are we feeling about the launch lineup?
Yeah.
Good.
Fine.
I'm definitely
Fine.
better with it now that I've seen Dead Rising. Dead Rising was the game, that I was like, this is my Xbox One game when I
Yeah.
get my Xbox One. And seeing it looks like fun. I don't know how the story will hold together or anything like that, but the fact that they got rid of time missions, you don't have to worry about it if you want to play in that mode and not have them. It looks like a lot of fun. There's a gazillion zombies on screen. I'm like, yep, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point I turned the corner
Yep.
in a vehicle, and it was just not even hyperbole. No, it was packed. It
Yep.
was an alley, completely wall-to-wall zombies.
that
And
sounds amazing.
I actually stopped and was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was
nuts.
Yeah, I had that moment too. I was like, yep, totally. And they're shooting fireworks into them. The fireworks
Oh.
are taking them off into the sky. I was like, oh, that
Sounds magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the grand scheme of console launches, I would say this is in the top 50% certainly.
Yeah.
This is much better than like a PS2 launch, or I would say aside
as
from
run,
Halo,
bro.
even the original Xbox launch.
Yeah, how does it compare to the 360 launch?
I actually feel like it's about on par with the
Yeah.
360 launch, because now that I've really dug into the first-party games a bit, Forza is just rock solid. That game, that's great. If you don't like cars, it's not going to magically sway you to like cars. And then, Greg already talked about Dead Rising, and the big pleasant surprise that had me leaving that place happy was Rise, because
really?
I finally got to play the game from the beginning.
Okay.
I'd played a little bit of the two-player Gladiator mode multiplayer, which was real rough at the time, and I'd played a combat test sandbox, which just to show off, okay, the combat's pretty cool, here's how the moves and executions and stuff work, but it was in a test level. It wasn't a part of the game you'll actually play. So I played the first about hour and a half of the game, and it's very scripted, it's totally linear, but the action's good, there's a lot of neat scripted sequences, and it's really pretty. It
is really pretty.
I was
Yeah.
very,
Really pretty.
very pleasantly surprised that Rise seems, I think it's really turned out to be a very, very good game. I'm not saying it's like 10 out of 10, amazing, buy the system for it, but it's, everybody was pretty worried about it coming out of E3.
Marty, what stood out to you?
At the event proper, I mean, I would say that was the first time I got to play both Battlefield and Ghost, and I had a really great time with both of them. And I know it's third party; they're going to be on every console under the sun. But I think between those two, and assuming Assassin's Creed Black Flag holds up on Xbox One, I'm assuming I'm going to make a safe assumption it's going to be just as good as the PS4 version.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Those three games are fantastic. And then I got to play around to Kinect quite a bit. I don't know.
Oh, did you play?
you guys.
No, I saw people doing. Oh, I'm jet skiing. Look at me, and I was
jet
like,
skis.
all right, see ya.
What game is that?
That was Kinect
Kinect
Sports
Sports
Rivals.
Rivals.
Okay.
And that was the preseason, which the game got delayed till
Spring.
but this is a free download day one, and you
neat.
get to play that one event, and it has some leaderboard stuff and some unlockables that'll carry over into the game proper. Technically, I definitely, Kinect 2.0 is quite a step above the original Kinect. It was a noisy room, but we were able to. It was recognizing voice commands. The motion was very intricate. It could detect this from this from this. I almost did a middle finger.
Ooh, don't do that, Marty. Come on now.
I just
Family
want-
scoop here.
I just want the bowling. That's
The
all.
bowling- yeah,
That's
the
all I
bowling's
care
gonna be a lot
about.
of
fun.
Bowling was really good, of course, in Wii Sports, and then when Kinect Sports 1 ripped it off, it was still great.
Exactly.
And so I just want more bowling.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, I'm still not 100%. I don't think that game is there for the this is the reason the console costs $100 more than the PS4. I don't think that game has been shown yet. But hopefully the tech's there. Someone just has to make the game.
Yeah, I feel like the strongest games in the launch lineup are, you've got Call of Duty, you've got Assassin's Creed, solid, and then NBA 2K14.
Yeah.
And then I do think Forza, Dead Rising, and Rise. I think that's...
You don't put Battlefield in there?
I haven't played Battlefield enough at all, actually, to say. I have not had a chance to sit down with it, so...
McCaffrey over here, just undercutting the best game there. The one I'll probably put the most time into.
Peggle 2.
The review on IGN says...
I forgot about Peggle 2. I forgot about Peggle 2.
Not a day one launch title.
True. The day one launch title I was talking about was the golf game.
Tower
Star Golf.
That was fun,
impressive.
man.
Yeah.
Marty and I shot a video about that.
Yeah.
It's
They ripped off your likeness.
It actually will not be releasing because I'm gonna sue to stop that game from coming out until I get my cut.
Yeah.
They think they can just put a little twirly mustache on and it's okay now.
That game's going to take off, though, and you have a Halloween costume for next year.
For sure.
So you're set.
That's true. I'm good to go.
But no, I love that.
That game was cool. It's basically Hot Shots Golf on Xbox One.
But for me, it was like totally the idea of the little challenge. Like, when the ball rolls up, I get to see where you are. If you've put up your course times or whatever, and
You
I can go beat
essentially golf against your friend's ghost.
Yeah.
In PGR Forza.
Asynchronously?
Yeah, it's like,
Asynchronous.
Yeah.
good job,
I
Damon.
know.
That word of the day calendar is paying off.
Some words. Yeah, we like that game.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Peggle 2.
Yeah,
I'm all about
It's
Peggle
out
2.
in December and it's $12,
Yeah.
whereas most of those other digital titles are $20.
Yeah.
So
Like Crimson Dragon.
correct.
Yeah.
Dragon's
What do you
fun.
guys think about Crimson Dragon? Crimson
It was
Dragon.
fun.
It's fine.
I mean, I played about 45 minutes of it. It was fine. It was fun. It wasn't stunning.
Yeah.
And-
Fun.
Fine, fun. Not quite stunning. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Star Fox, Panzer Dragoon, Rez fan, and I haven't played a game like that in a while. So definitely want to give it some more time.
Yeah.
I like the monster design, the design of the dragon.
Yeah, the creature design
That's
is
true.
rad. Yeah, there's some of them that are just huge. Like you think your thing's big, and then you see this thing, and whoop.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the prettiest game in the launch lineup because it was originally a 360 game.
Yeah.
And it was ported up,
Yeah.
just like Loco Cycle, actually. Actually, Loco Cycle's still coming out on 360
Yeah,
as well.
later, right? Not right at first.
Not right at launch,
Yeah.
yeah. But,
What do you guys think about Loco Cycle? That's a day one game.
yeah, there was they have some live action cutscene stuff, which Twisted Pixel has done in their other games, and there was, I'm not feeling the humor in this one. I was actually...
I've heard a lot of people say this.
just it's. But I do want to play the whole game because all I've played is like the first level at a repeated E3
Sure,
and
sure.
Gamescom PAX and stuff, and even at this showcase event. So I do want to sit down and give the gameplay a full chance, but I'm not feeling the humor
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. I'm there with you.
Did you guys check out this D4 game?
I did. Yeah.
What was up with that?
That was a weird demo.
Yeah, right?
So it's by it's like an episodic, cel-shaded Connect adventure game by Swery, who also did. Yeah, I know, right? You just died a little bit.
I'm dead.
By Swery,
me.
who did Deadly Premonition, which is a weird game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cult classic.
yeah.
Cult classic, yeah.
Cult
so the game
favorite.
is very strange. It's about like a time-traveling detective who's on a plane. And
He's there to find somebody, the girl, what's her name?
Yeah.
Lucy or something,
Probably,
and he
yeah.
slams
No,
the thing against
yeah.
the mirror. You're like, whoa, bro.
He keeps looking at people with D, but there's a lot of very bizarre Connect, like quick time fights and cutscenes, very strange, quirky humor.
Yeah.
So what do you have to do when you're playing the game? Are you
And so, I mean, when you're moving, when you're like exploring a level, it's almost like The Walking Dead, where there's certain nodes you can interact with. But you are moving your character left and right by doing this. He's kind of rotating. You are pointing to.
Not liking that already.
And then during the fight scenes, it's obviously very much someone comes at you with like a dinner tray, and you have to hold your arms up to block it.
Sure.
Otherwise you get hit.
Flashbacks to middle school right now.
Yeah, right.
The lunchroom brawls.
It was weird. It was different, which I always appreciate. I'll wait to see how the first episode is when it comes out. That is not a launch game, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that is an early 2014.
It does not have an asterisk next to it on this list.
Ruh-roh.
That means it's not a day one game.
Yeah.
What was that Connect horror game by Sega that came out when Connect first launched?
Oh my
What was that one
god.
called? It was
Oh,
pretty
Rise of
bad.
the Nightmares? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like in a
Nightmare-
Rise of
dungeon.
Nightmares?
Rise
Oh
of
god,
Nightmares?
that thing
It's
is
totally like that.
terrible.
Yeah, remember that game?
Yeah, I don't think it went over that well.
Nope.
We were like getting that demo at the preview event, and we were both just looking
We
at it.
started like walking away, backing away. Speaking of bad demos, Greg Way, Project Spark.
Really?
I sat down. I was like, I love Little Big Planet. This is one of these games that I'm totally in for. And nothing in the demo was working. Things were breaking. He'd hand me the controller and I'd get going, and then like the commands wouldn't work, or it wasn't intuitive, and I was totally lost. And you have to pop out, and then like. They had the cool thing of like they have it in there with Connect. You can mocap character moves and stuff. So I was in there and I was like doing the Hogan thing and all this stuff, and they tried to pop it in, and my character had disappeared from the world. And they're like, "All right, well, this is assigned to a goblin." I was like, "Oh my god!"
From day one at E3, I get that a lot of people enjoy those real sandbox creation type games, but I haven't felt that game at all.
Yeah.
Nope, not for me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you appreciate the game's spirit, but like,
Right, it's a great idea, and like as a Little Big Planet creator, like what they're talking about and showcasing, saying is great. And then when I sit down and it's just this like list of things, and it's if this then that makes sense. But like then when that command doesn't work, it's like, well,
it's basically XNA the game. From the demo I saw. That's that same thing where you have to hook up chain all these behaviors to things to get them to do what you want. I mean, again, for the people that want to dig in and do that, great. But I've got a 2-year-old at home. I have no time, and I'm lazy. I just want to play an already made game. I don't want to build my own.
Did you check out Need for Speed Rivals?
I will be seeing that after the recording of this, but before it airs, which is totally an anachronism.
Move your mouth now, and then you can come back and put VO instead.
Interesting.
Ooh, interesting. Wow, I can't believe it. I was surprised to see Zoo Tycoon there too. I didn't know that was coming out.
Leah Jackson, one of our new associate editors, played it. She really liked it.
Yeah, it has a place. That's a franchise that's been going on for a while.
IGN.com.
I don't know. I kind of want to wander around a zoo and pet animals. That seems fun.
Again, Zoo Tycoon is not aimed at any of 4 of us, and probably not a lot of people even watching this. It's for a different audience. It's not for the person buying the $500 console on launch day. It's for someone in that guy's family.
I want Pokemon Zoo Tycoon.
I want Pokemon Snapback.
So do I.
Yeah.
You see the Pokemon Pikachu mystery game that's coming out?
No.
All right, well,
The one. Well,
Is that an Xbox One launch title?
You're a detective.
There's another
Pikachu
one.
killed someone.
No way. No way.
Pikachu killed someone. You're a detective.
That's
following him.
awesome.
Wow, we really just.
Pika's got blood on his hands.
There's also that one that uses the 3DS camera, and Pikachu will mimic your
That's right.
facial
Yep.
expressions.
Okay.
That one sounds pretty cute. So overall, we think the Xbox One launch lineup is solid.
Yeah.
I feel like, no killer apps. Titanfall is that game, having played it. But, I feel like same thing about 360 lineup. It was solid. It's like a lot of B plus titles, but no real A pluses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. The Xbox One is out November 22nd. For much more on the console, stay tuned to IGN Gamescoop.